Hi Capricorn, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. This is going to be a weekly reading for August 2nd through the 8th. And I suppose the big news of the week astrologically is that at the end of the week, on the 8th, is Lionsgate. Also the new moon in Leo. So we are right in the middle of Leo energy. And Leo is very much about our solar plexus chi energy. It is our will, drive, passion. And our construct, our ego construct, how we understand ourselves, right? Ego, superego, id, all the parts of ourselves. Trying to stay in high vibration energy instead of low vibration energy, but it can be triggery depending on, your family life and such, because it's the 5th house, Leo, the natural 5th house of family, of children, of childhood, really, of learning. I think of kindergarten. Everything I ever needed to know, I learned in kindergarten, right? It's sharing and loving and being in the collective. The opposite axis, of course, of Leo is Aquarius, and we are sandwiched between two very auspicious full moons in Aquarius. Sitting in Leo season, we are in an Aquarian soup because the two full moons are at 1 and 29 degrees. I talked about this last week for Capricorn, right? So it's an auspicious new change. The planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius, is very often shock and awe, changes, surprises coming in. Okay, got your card. No, that was 2 cards, sorry. I'll keep going. So it's auspicious because the change that's happening with the new moon in between that Aquarian sandwich is helping to bring drive and energy and passion into something that might be a radical shift for you. So it could be surprising, might be something that you're unaware of that's coming in, but it's kind of a go with the flow kind of time for us of change, 2021. There we go. All right, I think we got 1 card this time. We did. We got 1 card for you from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And I picked this because when we think of Aquarian, when we think of quick radical changes, it's sometimes a little rebellious. So we're going to look at the Sacred Rebels Oracle, and for today, for you, I got Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. Capricorn. Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. All right, I'm going to read that for you in just a minute. But first, I'm also going to shuffle very quickly the Fenestra Tarot so I can choose 9 for your 9-card spread with the Fenestra. So while I do, Capricorn, why don't you get settled, settle in with me and relax. Do some deep breathing, right? Get some oxygen to the brain, bring down that cortisol, that stress. Plant your feet, drop your shoulders, and take some deep cleansing breaths with me, all right? And we'll talk about this new energy. Okay, first card jumped out, so we're going to go ahead and cut. I shuffled plenty before I turned the camera on, but a few times so you can see that. All right, I'm laying them out now for you. So just relax. How did your week go last week, Capricorn? You want to leave me a comment. Let me know what's happening in your life. Now I have to say, because of these 2 full moons in Aquarius sandwiching this new beginning in Leo, that's going to happen on Lionsgate, 8/8. Aquarian for you, Capricorn, it is your 2nd house of finances. So there could be a very shocking change happening right now in your life. In other words, if you just left a job or lost a job, you might be looking, and at the new moon, something might come in for you. If it has to do with finances, it could be about your partner. It just could be about looking at your budget and trying to be more frugal, things like that, right? Or perhaps something surprising coming in for you. You never know. Something surprising coming in for you. Ace of Pentacles, that's auspicious. Love that. All right, let's take a look at this and read for you. Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. Yes, I think we are looking at your finances, and we're looking at shared finances right now, Capricorn. I think maybe one person in your household, perhaps, isn't sure about a job coming in or making a career change, but it's a big change. Someone might be wanting to do a self startup, something like that. Okay, I'm seeing somebody trying to accomplish something on their own and doing it because they're interested in, I think, working in a new way or working in a new industry, something like that. But in the interim, there's this sharing and working together to accomplish the goal kind of energy for you. So let's see what this is about. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Number 20 for the week of August 2nd through the 8th. Number 20. Softly, softly, the tender touch. This is the feminine wisdom of gentleness, and that can assist you now. Yin energy, right? When we're at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionately greater supply of energy at our disposal, it's time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We're generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we'll achieve. The feminine way is never about force. Nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It's about inviting what we wish for, to come into the space that we've provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, it causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation, by invitation, rather than by will or force. You're being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, or your intense activity. There's a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. Be yourself, absolutely, naturally and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. Right? This is about the law of attraction, about manifestation. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek, rather than the feeling of lack or need. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more into your life, because like attracts like. You need to relax, have more faith in yourself. All things will come in time, rightfully and according to a great, loving wisdom. You will have your time to shine. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It's okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as much as you can as though it's already the way you want it. All right, so I definitely think this is about the energy of being receptive, that you don't have to push so hard up the mountain, Capricorn, right? Last week's message for you, Capricorn, was that you don't have anything to prove, right? The whole message was about how you deal with times of lack or times of when you feel that life isn't as abundant as you wish it to be, and whether that actually affects your feelings about yourself, right? So this week, I think that this message is really encouraging you to look at yourself and your own energy in a different way. That going about achieving what you wish to achieve, right, getting to the goal, can be so much more abundantly enjoyable if you take step by step, little by little, believing that you will already achieve. It's out there in the quantum field for you to pluck and make yours. But it starts with what you believe. This is a message that I've been seeing within this entire month of lunations, these 2 Aquarian full moons and the Leo in the middle. In Leo's season, we are often reminded that our output of energy, right, from our solar plexus, our output of energy is what, of course, is returned back to us. It's Leo self with Aquarian, the collective, our individual power and our individual attitude. It changes the whole. So I think this is an encouragement of you to really get into balance about that and allow a little bit more of your yin energy to relax, to take it easy a little bit internally. No matter what's happening on the outside, you may still be working hard, but you're working without striving, right? And when you're working without striving and you're just in the gratitude of doing the work you need to do to bring in what you're trying to, then you have more of a sense of relaxation and the ability to see what you already have, right? To value what's already in your life. And the attitude of gratitude then is kind of shining out. And that gratitude, it brings in, right? It attracts more of the light to be grateful for, right? It's very often what we focus on. If we focus on the negative, that's all we see. If we focus on the positive, that's what we see. We start looking for it. And that really offers open doors of opportunity, moments in time that make us go, oh wow, that's cool. Oh wow, I'd love to do that. It opens us up instead of closing us off. And I think that's very probably the message for you right now, Cappy, you know. All right, let's look at this. We're going to go horizontally, vertically, and then big picture for you. You have the Seven of Cups, so you are dreaming, considering the options and the possibilities about not only what you want to do, but how you feel about it. Like what turns you on, Capricorn? And I mean in life. What makes you feel excited about your life? Right now, you can't see what's coming in. In the Two of Swords, we have lack of clarity. You know, we just don't know. Or we're trying to make a decision between two things, and we're in two minds about it. So there's some confusion here. I'm not sure what the future will hold. Okay. And maybe because of something that's happened recently, I'm feeling lack. I'm feeling in need. You know, remember that the earth, the pentacle suit, is the suit of earth, and it's really about our tangible life. It's our job, food on the table, but it's also our inner resources of health, right, and energy. So you might be feeling lackluster, tired, like you've taken some losses, taken some hits. I did see this for you last week, and if it isn't you, it's someone in your life. And that energy can be very sort of obviously low and sad and depressive. And let's look at the word depressive or depression. To depress means to hold down, doesn't it? So we're holding, if we're holding ourselves in the down vibe of our feelings, feeling like we're in need and lack and worrying about the future and not sure of what might be coming in, we may not see it when it does come in. We may not see it. So this is saying to you, you really do want to open up your eyes. That's the top line. Now that I've read that, I'm going to go to the bottom of the deck, because what I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles is Capricorn right now, this energy is to tenderly embrace and open your arms to help, assistance, anyone in your life that's willing to share with you. If it isn't that, if you're not one in need, then it is definitely encouraging you to perhaps open and share with others right now in their time of need. It could potentially be financial, because I'm looking at Pentacles and this, someone in need. So there may be someone who's in a bit of financial strife right now. It may be you. But behind that, I'm seeing the Chariot. So I think it was something that was successful for a while, and perhaps now you're having to take a new direction. The Chariot's about which direction am I going in. This is under the deck. And then Six of Swords is moving forward in a new direction, away from conflict, away from choppy waters and into smoother waters. So I can see someone is definitely moving forward from this position. You've been through stuff, Cappy, or the person you're with, or someone in your family near you, someone that you have a close relationship with, if it's not you, is in need, and they're trying to move forward from it. And I think it got them pretty low. Okay, that's on the bottom of the deck. So I think that's what's been happening for you inside. Subconsciously, there's worry there, but you're absolutely trying to either help this person move forward, or you're trying to help yourself move forward from it, right? Last week was you have nothing to prove. So, you know, if you're not making tons of money right now, or your business isn't very successful right now, even if your relationships aren't really going smoothly right now, this is absolutely saying it will get back into balance. You're moving towards success and smoother waters, okay? And that is a concern that you have subconsciously, and it is something that you just can't see an answer to quite yet. So there's need here. The first message is to take care of yourself internally. Be kind to yourself, right? Remember, you don't have anything to prove. You're a winner no matter what's happening in your outer world. No matter how much money you have in the bank. No matter how many houses or cars or titles or any of that materialistic stuff, then none of that matters right now. What matters right now is to be tender with yourself and with the people in your life and accept help when you need it. There's nothing, and I mean nothing wrong with needing help from time to time. We all do, right? I used that example earlier in the reading about everything I ever needed to know I learned in kindergarten. Leo season reminds me of that, right? We learn how to read and write. We learn how to learn. We learn how to share. We learn how to be a part of a collective. But we learn how to stand out and be individual as well. That's the Leo Aquarian axis. That's the time we're in right now. That's why it reminds me of that. But part of that energy is to understand that sometimes we give, sometimes we receive. And that is the natural order of things. So it's okay if you need a little help right now. Okay, Capricorn? The middle line is big. That's what I'm saying. Sandwiched with these two full moons and this brand new moon at Lionsgate, this is a very big time of change for you with these three cards I'm seeing in the middle. And I'm going to show you them in a second. But first I want to talk about Lionsgate. So, are you aware of Lionsgate? Do you know what it is? It is the star Sirius in the sky. It's a, sort of a lower part of the sky where when you find Orion's belt, when you're looking up at the stars, just look lower than that and see the brightest star, that's Sirius. It goes back thousands of years in lore, from the transfiguration of Christ. Before that, the Egyptians. Lionsgate is an auspicious time in the heavens when there's an incredible alignment that kind of opens our soul. It grows our soul. And it makes your soul really alive and awakened and enlightened. And you hear from your soul at this time. It helps you grow. It helps you actually level up and evolve. It's an amazing thing. It's also a time in the heavens when Orion's belt is in alignment with the pyramids of Giza, right? We have always used the stars to guide us. Right now, these three cards in the middle of your spread is telling me that you are being guided right now, Capricorn, for change. The Judgment card is a wake-up call, and it says something's changing right now. It's going to bring you back to life. Don't be afraid of the change. You're having help. Magician. You'll be given the skills, the tools, the abilities to do what you need to do to accomplish with the World card exactly what you're trying to do right now in your life. This is an auspicious change. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a cycle. And with these three major arcana cards for you, I would say you might be confused, not knowing what to do, feeling out in the cold or in need, like you're just not sure where you're going next. We all kind of feel that way right now, but I think for you, Capricorn, it's harder because you're the goat. You climb the mountain, and when you can't see the goal, you know, it's like, I don't know which way to go. You get lost. So this is saying don't be lost. Even if you kind of feel that way, it says, take heart right now in the season of Leo, that you will be guided. You will be absolutely guided to the goal. So if this is how you've been feeling, because it's hard to lose a job or for someone in your family to lose a job, right? For things to change so radically that we just aren't sure where the next paycheck's coming from, or we don't know if we have to move, what that's going to be like, new traffic patterns, new neighbors, big changes, right? And we can really overthink it and then, ouch, right? It gets us tense. It gets us worried. And that energy, it can block us from the blessing that's being handed to us and coming in. With love, man, look at that. It's being handed to you. It is coming in. There's the Ace of Pentacles. It's something real. And for you, I am definitely seeing work, job, or finances. Because these two full moons in Aquarius are in your second house, I want to say this has to do with your finances or someone in your household is dealing with financial issues. So be kind to yourself about it. It doesn't mean you're a loser. It doesn't mean that you're not okay. It doesn't mean that you're not doing well in life. It just means you're going through a dry season. Be kind to yourself, okay? And let others help you. That's the message. Allow for the assistance when you absolutely do need it, all right? Because being confused and seeing too many options, having to make this decision, it can be painful. It's difficult to change, I know. But it's saying open your mind. Whatever comes in that's new, you're going to be able to do it and do it with bells on. All right? It's a brand new thing. It's beautiful. So whoever's in need, don't worry. The accomplishment is coming. It's coming soon. All right? And you're going to feel a lot better about it. All right, Capricorn, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested, leave me a comment. And if you're interested in any other of your readings, your rising sign, moon, or whatever, you can go to my weekly readings playlist. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude this week. Enjoy that Lionsgate new moon. It's new energy. And I really hope you take heart and realize something good is coming in for you. I'll talk to you next week, Capricorn. Thanks so much.